What's up, everybody? Especially to you, my brother Junior. How's it? This is Zoldi. Welcome back to Talking Story About Smoking. We are on session 25, Reflections. Last session 24, Yippee Ki is worth getting all pumped up about. You rehearsed what your last cigarette gonna look like, how gonna smell and taste. It's gonna feel like you were getting pitted in the barrel out at pipeline and busting out that pipe. Whoosh, sound of that blowhole. Yippee ki I remember this before in one of the previous sessions. Brother Scott said that there are the kind that can drastically change your life. Number one, people you meet, and number two, the books you read. I'm going to lump that number two with audiobooks too. Think about the things that happen in your life. Those two have influenced you in profound ways. Experience is the best teacher. So when you read a book or listen to an audiobook, you are using someone else's years and years of experience to cut in front of the line. You don't have to learn from your own mistakes. You learn it from someone else's mistakes. The version of the book, Easy Way to Stop Smoking, is the third edition. By that time, Uncle Carr had 12 years of feedback. Those 12 years are much more than just smoking. It has many more application of life lessons. This Dragon Scroll Easy Way, too easy way, has definitely changed my life, as I'm sure it changed yours. Your future is something to be excited about, and I'll go over that in the next and final session. Together, let's absorb the reflections Uncle Carr bestowed upon us. From his 12 years of observations, there are two devastating pitfalls for people who prevent themselves from completely quitting. There are those who get too much pride. Remember, brother, us Filipinos get plenty pride. Pride rice, pride chicken, pride noodles, pride sirit. Or the pride food on the side. There is the other pride. We can get too overconfident. There's one episode from Soft White Underbelly, Hawaii's Most Wanted, Kyle QUILAUSING. He even talked pidgin and make sound effects. Boom! Bop, 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 just like me. In its first 4 weeks of release, it has received over 800,000 views. That's probably the most dramatic talking story of the fall from pride I have ever heard. So powerful, even made me tear up. Link is in the description. You will realize that you are pumped up right now, and you notice that you have so much mana behind you to push you to the next step of establishing the date and having your absolute last cigarette. The problem is you find it easy to quit. Too easy. That is when the pride kicks in. You're aware of your strength and you see others smoking and you don't have any issues. You have your little drone up there looking down at you and the other smokers. Then before you know it, out of the camouflage, who was planting and plotting, Puff is right there back in your life. I got hit. I had those 3 puffs 2.5 months later, which restarted my whole clock again. Uncle Carr says and reiterates to plainly just not have another cigarette, cigar, Zin, Red Bull, TikTok, whatever, and to not allow Sneaky Puff to get in. I have to add to that and say, screw Puff. Turn Puff into an energy source. Let Puff be your nuclear reactor of unlimited power and energy. Puff goes poof, and the ashes, like the story where the red fern goes, old Dan and little Ann die, and from their grave, daisies grow. That is how they get the term pushing up daisies from the movie Christmas Story. You know that book where the red fern grows? I remember reading that book to Quad when he was young and he was all teary eyed. Then we watched the movie and he said, Junk, the book is way better. Simply, Puff passes on and offers up its microbial kind and is fertilizer for the flower. A flower, a puanani. Not punani, but puanani. Again, not punani, but puanani. As you transition from a smoker to a non-smoker, you begin to reframe that it isn't about just stopping smoking, but it is about peeling away the life you've been suppressing because of the money and time you spent thinking about it and spending your money on it. This new life is precious, valued, and respected like a princess. Princess Puanani. Thank you, Cam, for that name, Princess Puanani. Care, protect, and love Princess Puanani as she grows and becomes your greatest asset for the rest of your life. Utterly, I had to swish my thought process of being a non-smoker to an adventurer of my new life that was waiting for me, waiting to be garnered and cultured. My Princess Puanani. The second pitfall is failure to launch. From that, you get a subcategory, fear of failure. I get it. And the second one is fear of panic and being miserable. Or paralysis through analysis. There's this guy on YouTube, Myron Golden. He sums it up quite nicely as he quotes Ecclesiastes 9:12. For man also does not know his time, like fish taken in a cruel net, like birds caught in a snare. So the sons of men are snared in an evil time, when it falls suddenly upon them. Don't let your distractions destroy your destiny. We all expire. We're wasting time and existence is expiring. So stop acting like we have all the time in the world. You cannot just try. It's just an escape hatch, a backdoor to excuse land. Finally, we shall refresh with a checklist combined with Uncle Carr and me. Number 1, make your vow to never go back to nicotine and any of its cousins like dip, zin, vape, or substitutes like energy drinks. Number 2, remember you're not giving up anything. You're escaping a prison. Number 3, weigh the pros and cons of a smoker. It is clearly outweighed by being free. Number 4, actively be on the lookout for Puff's wasco wabbit tricks. Number 5, it's a series of do nots. Do not use any form of nicotine. Uncle Carr listed it twice. Do not keep your own cigarettes. Trash them. Do not avoid other smokers. Do not change your lifestyle. And number 6, do not wait for the perfect moment. For man also does not know his time. As we close this session 25, I want you to understand this. Tata came from Philippines to Hawaii to make a better life for us, even before Hawaii came a state. Dad came later on, and then I was born, then Marconis was born, and now Essie is born. Tata is our base. Dad stood on Tata's shoulders because Tata tried to make it a better life. Dad made a better life for us. So I'm standing on Dad's shoulders. And I'm trying to make a better life for Marconis. Marconis is standing on my shoulders, and then now Marconis is trying to make a better life for Essie. And she's standing on Marconis' shoulders. We have generations of hard work and years and experience Essie can stand on. You can stand on a hypnotherapist's shoulders, where Uncle Carr is standing on, whom I am standing on, and now you can stand on. Use this to springboard you, my brother. You got this. Next session 26 is titled Next. That is the final session of this whole talking story session. We'll close this out strong together, my brother. Maybe you did already, maybe you didn't. If you found this to be helpful so far and want to see bigger, better talking story sessions after you listen, bust out that tropical itch back scratcher and spank that button, or just copy the link, https://buymeacoffee.com/surf in the description below, and also hit like, subscribe, notification, whatever's. Spank them, because you want to show your appreciation and believe in this work. Chee-hoo! So with that, my brother Junior, ahui ho, Karen.